Hello students, welcome to the class of teacher Meenal Pereira. Today we will begin with lesson number 12, the muscular system and the digestive system in human beings. And the things that we are going to study in this lesson is basically we will be studying about two things, that is muscular system and digestive system. So what we have in muscular system, we will be studying about types of muscles and working of the muscles, and in digestive system we will be studying about the different organs, important glands and effect of bad habits on the digestive system. So let's begin. First, let's recall what we have studied in the previous year. What is meant by organ system? You all know that children, organ is a system or organ system is a group of organs that work together to perform a specific functions. So we have various functions that are happening in our body which is done by a group of organ known as organ system. Then how are the bones in our body joined to each other? We all know that bones in our body are joined to each other with the help of muscles. So you can see here the various organ systems that we have. There are different organs that are associated with this organ system, and we have bones in our body that are joined with the help of the muscles. So let's begin with the muscular system. So to study or to understand muscular system, let's try this small activity. What you have to do is close your fist tightly and bend your arm at the elbow as shown in the diagram. Now feel the upper part of this arm with the fingers of your other hand. This is the upper part which you have to touch with your other hand. What did you experience? Did you feel the hardness in upper arm? Yes, of course, we feel the hardness. Okay, so we usually see the muscles of the bodybuilders. Okay, so what are these muscles? So that we can see in the upper arm is, or what you can see, the hard thing that you feel here is nothing but the fleshy part that consists of muscles. So this is the fleshy part of the body that consists of muscles. Muscles contract and relax as different parts of our body move. Muscles give our body a specific shape and a posture. Okay, so the muscle contracts and relax. Okay, and we will be studying later in the lesson how muscle helps in doing various activity. So by contraction and relaxation of muscles, they help the body parts to move. Also they give shape, and posture means a definite shape to the body. So that is a function of muscles. And what are muscles? Muscles are bundles of fibers that can contract and relax as required. Okay, so this is one individual muscle. Okay, so if you see this, you can see that it is bundled or tied up as something. Okay, so these are bundles of fibers, thread-like structure that can contract and relax. Means we can move. What is basically here contraction and relaxation is as per our requirement, we can adjust it or adjust the muscles. Now let's see what is a mutual relationship between muscles and bones. Muscles are firmly attached to bones by means of tendons. Tendons means connective tissue that connects muscle to the bone. Okay, so this is, you can see in the diagram, this is the bone. Okay, this is the muscle, and the green color thread like structure that you can see, these are tendons which are basically the connective tissue that are joining this particular bone and the muscle. Now when the muscle contracts, there is a movement at the joint. Okay, so now look at this diagram properly. When it contracts, there is a movement at the joint, and the bone moves either near or away from each other. Okay, so see here, when the contract, these two bones are coming close to each other. Okay, and then when I am releasing or when the relax, this bone is coming again to its original position. The action of muscle is necessary for all kinds of movement, from small movement of eyelids to those that demand great strength as when chopping the wood with an axe. So any movement, any small movement we want to do, the action of muscle is required. Now even if when you are watching the video, you are seeing your textbook. Okay, so when you turn the pages of your textbook, their muscles are involved. And when you move your eyelids, in that also muscles are involved. So basically for all the actions of our body, the movement of muscle is very important. And how it is done? By contraction and by relaxation. Just to give you an example, children, just pick up the pen that will be next to you. Okay, so because you have for study, you will be having pencil or pen. So just pick up a pen. Okay, when you pick up the pen with your fingers, you will feel that here the muscle are contract. Okay, some kind of stress or force you can experience in your finger muscles. And when you leave the pen, your muscles are relaxed. Okay, so now the action is stopped. Okay, so relaxation of muscle, there is no movement, and contraction of muscle, there is movement. Okay, so we use muscle for all the movements like talking, laughing, walking, jumping, throwing, and not only this but all the other movements that are happening inside our body like digestion, respiration also involves muscles. Okay, so you can now understand how important muscles are. Now there are some parts of our body which are made up of only muscles like heart, lung, digestive organ, tongue and blood vessels. There are only muscles, no bones. Are the muscles of different organ in our body identical? Are the muscles same? No, of course not. All the organs have different kind of muscles and they are no way identical. Okay, now mainly we will study about two types of muscle. That is, the first is voluntary muscle. Now let's see what is the meaning of voluntary muscle. A voluntary muscle is our conscious control like arm or leg. Now if I want to pick up the pen, okay, I will take my hand there and I will pick up the pen as per my will, my conscious control. Okay, so the muscles of arms and leg, these are action, or the action of these muscles are under our control. Their function depends upon our will. Okay, I want to lift the pen, I will lift. I want to put the pen down, I will put the pen down. I want to stand, I will stand. I want to walk, I will walk. So everything depends upon my will. Okay, so the muscles which are involved in this action are called as voluntary muscles. For example, the muscle in our arms and legs are voluntary muscles. Okay, so we have voluntary muscles. Then we have involuntary muscles. Now, as I told you that muscles are not only required for action of hand and legs, but it also requires for the internal action like breathing of heart, blood circulation, digestion, which are the vital, that means very important functions without which we will die. Okay, now does the respiration takes place according to your will? Can you say, no, now I don't want to take oxygen, I am bored of taking oxygen? No, no. So these are the actions that are not under our wish or not under our will. Okay, even the pumping of the heart or the digestion of the food, that does not, or it is not according to our will. Okay, so these type of muscles or these type of organs which carries the involuntary functions are called as involuntary muscles. So the muscles whose control is not in our hand are involuntary muscles. Okay, so where these muscles are present, organs like stomach, intestine, heart are carried out in their own fixed time manner by the involuntary muscles. Okay, so these are the involuntary muscles. Now, further we have again three types of muscles. The first one are called as skeletal muscles. Now, what are skeletal muscles? The two ends of each of these muscles are attached to two different bones. Okay, now see here. This is one bone, okay, this part, and this is another bone. Okay, so the two ends are, or the two ends of these muscles are joined to two different bones. Okay, so these are called as skeletal muscles. Here is the diagram and this is how it actually looks. Okay, so this it looks like a bundle of lines or bundle of sticks that are connected together. Example of such muscles are muscle of the arms and legs. Their movement are voluntary. We already discussed about the voluntary movements, and they are also responsible for holding the bones of the skeleton together and giving shape to our body. Okay, so you all know that our body has a proper shape. Okay, amoeba, does amoeba have a shape? No, you have seen that amoeba does not have a shape. Okay, but our body has a fixed shape. All the higher animals, I say, imagine a cat. A cat will come in front of your eyes because a cat has a proper shape. Okay, so this shape is given with the help of the skeletal muscle. Then the second type that we have is the heart or the cardiac muscles. So as the name suggests, the muscles that are present in the heart that brings about the contraction and relaxation, that is beating of the heart. So these are called as heart muscles, and as I already explained you, the movement is involuntary. Cardiac muscles cause our heart to relax and contract continuously at a rate of about 70 times per minute. Okay, so that is one heartbeat. Then we have the third type of muscle, that is smooth muscles. Now what are these smooth muscles? These are present in the internal organs other than heart, because cardiac muscles are continuously contracting and relaxing. These are the other internal organs. Okay, these smooth muscles are present other than heart. For example, we have the muscles of stomach, intestine, blood vessel, uterus. So these are here, the smooth muscles are present. As you all know, stomach, intestine, okay, you all know digestion takes place, but blood vessel, you know. Uterus means where the growth of the baby takes place in human female body. So uterus is present only in human female body. Their movements are involuntary and slow. Various vital functions, vital means important, without which we will die, of our body, which we remain quite unaware, are carried by these special muscles. Okay, so our respiration, digestion, it happens in our body. We are not much aware of that. So that is being carried out with the help of these special muscles. Okay, so we have basically the three types of muscles in human body: the skeletal muscles that joins the bone, the cardiac muscles which brings about the functioning of the heart, and the smooth muscles which are present in the important organs of the body. Okay, so I hope the muscular system and the muscles are clear to everyone. Okay, now how do muscle perform their function? Okay, so we have studied that the main function of muscular system is its movement. Okay, so muscles are only tissue in the body that has the ability to contract and therefore move the other part of the body. Okay, so without muscles, the contraction of the body is not possible. Okay, so let's try a small activity. First, hold your arm straight at elbow, that is 180 as shown in the diagram. Then next, bend the arm at the elbow at about 90 degrees as shown here, and then touch the shoulder with your finger on the same side. Okay, so you have to feel the muscle. How? When you are doing this action, you have to feel how your body is or how your muscles are responding. Okay, so muscle of which part of your arm contracts and relax during the above action? Okay, so when your first case, your muscles are in relaxed position. In the second and third case, the upper muscles are in the contract position. Okay, so the muscles on the front of the bone of our upper arms are called as bicep, and the muscle at the back are called triceps. Okay, so these are the bicep muscles which are present in the front of our arm. So these are the bicep muscles, whereas those which are present behind are called as triceps. So muscle in our body always works in a group. When some muscle contract, the other muscle relax. Okay, so see here, these muscles are contracting, so these are relaxing. Okay, so this is how the muscle help in the proper performance